the N64 revolution, how it shaped modern gaming. Hey, gamers, welcome back! Today, we're diving deep into the pixelated past to uncover the epic journey of the Nintendo 64, or as many affectionately call it, the N64. Grab your controllers, because it's about to get nostalgic up in here. Origins. The year was 1996. While the world was obsessed with grunge music and neon windbreakers, Nintendo was gearing up to drop a bombshell on the gaming world. Enter the N64, a console so advanced that it made 16-bit look like it was from the Stone Age. Released in Japan on June 23 and later that year in North America, this was Nintendo's bold leap into the third dimension. Yep, we were finally going 3D, baby! Development. Alright, let's hit the rewind button and dive into the fascinating development story of the Nintendo 64. The journey began in the early 1990s when Nintendo, riding high on the success of the NES and SNES, decided it was time to leap into the next generation. But this wasn't just any leap, it was a full-on triple jump into the world of 3D gaming. The project, initially codenamed Project Reality, kicked off in 1993. Nintendo teamed up with none other than Silicon Graphics, a company renowned for its cutting-edge graphics technology. SGI's advanced 3D graphics expertise was the perfect match for Nintendo's vision of a next-gen console. Together, they set out to create a machine that would push the boundaries of gaming. The collaboration between Nintendo and SGI was a match made in gaming heaven. SGI's powerful graphics chip, the Reality coprocessor, became the heart of the N64. This chip was capable of rendering 3D environments with unprecedented detail and speed. The decision to go with a 64-bit architecture was bold, but it was all about delivering the most immersive gaming experience possible. However, the development process wasn't all smooth sailing. One of the biggest hurdles was the choice of storage media. While the industry was moving towards CDs, Nintendo opted to stick with cartridges. Why? Because they wanted to minimize load times and ensure a more robust and durable format. Cartridges were virtually immune to scratches and damage, which was a big plus for gamers. However, this decision came with trade-offs, such as higher production costs and limited storage capacity, which restricted the amount of data that could be included in games. Nintendo's design philosophy was all about gameplay and innovation. They wanted to create a console that not only looked great, but also offered unique and engaging experiences. This led to the development of the iconic N64 controller. With its unconventional trident design and an analog stick that was a first for home consoles, the controller was a departure from the norm. It allowed for precise control in 3D environments, revolutionizing how games were played. During development, Nintendo faced another critical challenge: how to bring their beloved franchises into the 3D realm. Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary game designer behind Mario and Zelda, took on the task with gusto. The result was Super Mario 64, a game that not only showcased the N64's capabilities but also set a new standard for 3D platformers. Miyamoto and his team reimagined Mario's world in 3 dimensions, creating a game that was both familiar and groundbreaking. Meanwhile, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time was also in the works. This ambitious project aimed to bring the epic adventures of Link to life in a fully 3D Hyrule. The game's development was a monumental task, involving complex level design, innovative mechanics, and a rich narrative. The end result was a masterpiece that is still celebrated as one of the greatest games of all time. After years of development and anticipation, the Nintendo 64 was finally unveiled to the public at the Shoshinkai trade show in November 1995. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with gamers and industry insiders eager to get their hands on the new console. The N64's official launch in Japan on June 23, 1996, was met with massive excitement, and it hit North American shelves in September of the same year. The development of the Nintendo 64 was a journey of innovation, collaboration, and overcoming challenges. It was a testament to Nintendo's commitment to pushing the boundaries of gaming and delivering unforgettable experiences. The N64 wasn't just a console, it was a bold statement that the future of gaming had arrived. Game changers. Now, let's talk games. You can't mention the N64 without a nod to its iconic library. Super Mario 64" was a revelation, redefining platforming and giving us a fully explorable Mushroom Kingdom. Then there was the Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, which many still argue is the greatest game ever made. It had an open world, epic storytelling, and more side quests than we knew what to do with. And let's not forget GoldenEye 007. This game single-handedly turned sleepovers into epic all-night frag fests. Proximity mines in the facility, anyone? Plus, Mario Kart 64 had us ruining friendships with every banana peel and blue shell. The memories. Reception. Upon release, the N64 received a mixed bag of reviews. On one hand, critics and gamers alike were blown away by the console's graphical prowess. The leap from 2D to 3D was a quantum jump that felt like something out of a sci-fi movie. Super Mario 64 was the poster child for this revolution. Suddenly, our favorite plumber wasn't just moving left to right, he was diving, jumping, and flying through fully rendered, immersive worlds. It was a game changer, quite literally. Reviewers couldn't get enough of it, and Super Mario 64 quickly became one of the highest-rated games of all time. The N64's analog stick also earned a lot of love. For the first time, players had precise control over their characters' movements. This wasn't just a novelty, it was a transformative experience that made navigating 3D spaces intuitive and fun. The controller's ergonomic design, though initially puzzling with its three-pronged layout, proved to be highly versatile. Whether you were racing through the streets in Mario Kart 64 or sneaking around as James Bond in GoldenEye 007, the controller felt like a natural extension of your hands. Critics praised the N64's innovative design and groundbreaking games, but the choice to stick with cartridges over CDs was a head-scratcher for many people. Sure, load times were practically non-existent, but the limited storage meant less room for those sweet FMV cutscenes that PlayStation was flaunting. The N64's third-party support also became a point of contention. Many developers found the cartridge format restrictive and challenging to work with, leading some to favor the PlayStation for its ease of use and greater storage potential. As a result, while the N64 had some of the greatest first-party titles of all time, its library of third-party games wasn't as extensive or varied as the PlayStation's. Despite the cartridge conundrum, the N64 carved out its own legacy. It sold nearly 33 million units worldwide and became a staple in gaming history. Whether you were exploring Hyrule, racing through Rainbow Road, or blasting your friends in multiplayer madness, the N64 delivered countless hours of joy. Legacy. Fast forward to today, and the N64's legacy is as strong as ever. Its games are considered timeless classics, with re-releases and remasters keeping the spirit alive. Speedrunners are still finding new ways to break Super Mario 64, and Ocarina of Time continues to inspire new generations of gamers. And let's not forget the impact on game design. The N64 pioneered 3D gaming and laid the groundwork for future consoles. Its innovative controller design influenced the creation of the GameCube controller, and even today's modern controllers owe a debt to that three-pronged wonder. Conclusion. So, there you have it, folks. The Nintendo 64 wasn't just a console, it was a revolution. It pushed the boundaries of what games could be and left an indelible mark on the gaming landscape. Whether you're a veteran gamer who grew up with it or a newcomer discovering its magic, the N64's legacy continues to shine. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And drop a comment below with your favorite N64 memories. Until next time, keep gaming and stay awesome.